Hey everybody, Papa Gort. Let's just take that. We're in the car now and we're safe. So, I went out on another toy hunt today. I took the Goob. Can you just say hi?
Hi.
Anyways, so high school's done for him apparently. So I decided, you know what? No sitting on your butt. Let's get out and go take a look at a few things. So we hit an EB Games. We stopped at the all illustrious, I don't know if you can't even see it from the angle. We went to Toys R Us. So haven't been in Toys R Us since before lockdown. Didn't have that many expectations and was pleasantly surprised by a few things, but nothing super caught my eye. Now, I did pick up something at EB. I did pick up something here, so you'll just have to wait and see. I think we might try hitting the Walmart real quick before I have to get him home and I have to still go to work. So, later, eh? What's going on, everybody? Papa Gord here, and welcome to the recap of my toy hunt. Yeah. So anyways, stopped at Toys R Us first. First time I've been back since lockdown, and honestly, it's probably been months, even before lockdown, because I was just not finding much of anything lately. Well, really ever at Toys R Us, at least in the ones in my area. So, Carter and I went. First thing we saw on an end cap of all places was G.I. Joe Classified, and honestly was kind of surprised to see 3 Baroness with coil on the shelf. Other than that, it was just a sea of roadblocks, original roadblock, repaint roadblock, a Cobra Island roadblock, Cobra Commander in the regular blue, which I think that's really the peg warmer of the batch so far. Honestly, it's the one I see all over the place. So yeah, so that we saw those. I'm just kind of referencing some pictures while I talk. Masters of the Universe Origins, since that's a thing for me now again. Really nothing. Toys R Us, mind you, they did have the Land Shark and Panther and Battle Cat and the Sky Sled. So so it was cool to see some vehicle stuff. Figure-wise, all they had was Clamp Champ and Ram Man, and I don't care a lick about Clamp Champ. Ram Man, I'm just gonna wait because I see he seems to be peg warming quite a bit. So that's gonna be another one I'm gonna kind of hold off on and see if he really drops in price. Not that I think it's not a good value for what you get, but hey, if I can get a deal, why not? We saw a walls of Funko Pops that makes me so happy that we don't collect Funko anymore. The odd one here and there, but a lot of them look like they have got about that much dust sitting on top of the boxes and they're just not going anywhere. And to see the Marvel getting into all the mech suit versions and the zombified versions and the venomized versions, and it's just way too much. And I don't think I would never find a chase there anyway. So we went past the Funkos. There was a couple of really cool ones, like the oversized ones, the Stormtrooper with the big Imperial logo painted on its helmet. I thought that was pretty neat, and really doesn't have those those dead shark eyes because it's a Stormtrooper helmet. So that was not so bad. But anyways, we kind of got past those. Saw some 1-Up arcade cabinets. They had the full mini-size Pac-Man game, and then they had the small countertop ones, and then the larger countertop ones. And I believe it was another Pac-Man and the Legacy Edition Mortal Kombat 2. And that looked pretty cool. But I'm really hoping strong rumors are out there that Tron is going to be getting a 1-Up treatment, and I really hope so. Oh, and they also had those big giant arcade ball sticks that's got like 4 or 5 games. It's a Pac-Man joystick or something. So saw that. Nothing super crazy. Some McFarlane stuff, saw some Witcher figures and some Spawn stuff and Spawn from Mortal Kombat and Gold Label stuff and all the, I think the DC superheroes, which weren't too bad. We saw a couple Gold Labels, the Flash, the only one really I saw that I was tempted on was the Batman with the Joker head in the jar. They had one of him, but again, I've said a lot already with the McFarlane stuff. I'm gonna treat the McFarlane stuff like Marvel Legends, and whatever catches my eye and I think is pretty cool, and I can find it without really having to pay a lot for or whatever, I will add that into my collection. So yeah, so the McFarlane stuff was pretty neat. Transformers was kind of disappointing, just a lot of generic-y stock there. RC, I think Trailbreaker I saw. No really big sets, no Omega Supremes, no Jetfires, any of that, none of it. I didn't see any Studio Series. There was Hot Rod and Scourge. Didn't see anything else, so we kind of moved on. Power Rangers, I believe we looked at. Power Rangers, surprisingly, the last time I was at Toys R Us, they must have had about 30 of the black, I think it's Dino Charge or something, Rangers, and nothing else. Surprisingly, they actually have some of the newest waves there right now. And the Red Ranger helmet, which obviously I didn't take a great picture of. You can just barely make it out. A couple of those deluxe villains, the Pumpkin Wrapper and the Sphinx, King Sphinx or whatever it's called. So that was neat. Again, to see them in the store was very cool. Marvel Legends, surprisingly, was not too bad. Tons of those deluxe white Black Widows that came with the explosions and the stand and the whole bit. Yeah, you can, I don't know if you'll even see this. You might just hear my voice, but I'm pointing at it anyway. MODOKs, very cool. The Bucky and Winter Soldier not the Bucky and Winter Soldier. Bucky and Falcon 2-pack. Tons of those again. I actually saw the Bucky, Vision, and Zemo from the Disney Plus wave, which I was kind of blown away that I saw them. The comic-inspired Black Widow in the white outfit. Tons of those. Saw some of the Shang-Chi figures. Wasn't a lot of them, honestly. Saw one of the Deadpool Negasonic 2-packs as well. Some of the select Thanos, Thor, and Hulk busters, and those are kind of neat to see as well. I went to the wrestling section, and I never do, and I have to say, thanks to sleeping, it's kind of put it on my radar a little bit. But I saw a cool set, which was the Mr. T and Rowdy Roddy Piper, the boxing match. I'm tempted. We went back a couple of days later, and it was still on the shelf, and it's still $60. So I'm having a hard time wanting to pay that, because I don't really care for the Mr. T figure. It looks good. It's Rowdy Roddy all day long. So that may come into play, but now that I've said that, it's probably been sold by now. But I saw one of those rings with the little ring things with the Macho Man. I've seen an Andre the Giant once. I've never seen the Macho Man. Again, went back a couple days later, Macho Man was gone. I didn't really take any other pictures of the wrestling because I wasn't really thrilled with the rest. Jurassic Park stuff. We saw the Samuel L. Jackson figure, the Wayne Knight figure, and whatever his name is. Oh, good God. The Dr. Ian Malcolm. See, so I give you two actors' names and I give you a character name. So that just shows you how much I remember. But anyway, so they were there, but they're pricey. The dinosaurs look really good as well, but I kind of walked on past for that too. What else did we see? Marvel. Oh, I saw some monster trucks. I saw Ninja Turtles on monster trucks. I instantly thought of Uncle Mike. So that's why that picture is there. And I still thought they were kind of neat. Star Wars, you say? How come you haven't talked about Star Wars? Because there wasn't really much there. I saw the X-Wing fighter, and I saw one of the Millennium Falcons was there. Some of the Tantive walls were there as well, and the Carbon Freeze chamber. So vintage wasn't too bad. as far as Black Series, not great. I saw the Mandalorian helmet, I think it was just the First Order Trooper helmet. If you need Bespin Luke Skywalker, let me know, because that was pretty well almost their entire Star Wars inventory, which was very sad to see, unfortunately. There were a few of the new archive figures there, but there was like nothing new. A couple probe droids, a little bit of vintage. None of it really caught my eye, and I just kind of right past. I think there was some of the Darth Sidious Force Effects lightsabers up on the top. Other than that, not much. Checked out the Mega Constructs, saw a lot of the Masters of the Universe stuff and some Halo. Very neat, very cool. Went over to Lego, and oh man, there was so much cool stuff. Carter automatically saw the new Harry Potter stuff that's not supposed to be out till like late summer, already on the shelf. We saw the Shang-Chi Lego sets. The Stranger Things Lego set is one I'd really like to have. They had it there, but again, it was a pass. The Friends set was there. That was kind of cool. I thought about that one. All the different helmets were there, so I nearly came home with a Biker Scout helmet, but again, I did pick up a couple things. So it was time to say, no, I have to hard pass on that as well. Other than that, I would say that pretty much concluded. Oh, and then the Egon Spengler, the Proton pack, just the blaster. I guess they did in like a bigger scale display piece. Saw two of those on the shelf. No idea how much they were worth. I didn't want to pick one up and scan it because it was probably way more than I thought it was probably going to cost. So I said, that's okay. So as far as what did I walk out Toys R Us with, if anything, I did pick one figure up, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I didn't get the other version of this figure, and that I waited for this one, and that I was able to find her, and that was the She-Hulk, the green version, not the gray. I still think it's a fantastic mold, either color, but the green I find just stands out so much more. That face sculpt is insane. Man, she's like rocking. Look at the abs, for God's sakes, on this figure. So it is excellent. Comes with, I think, 2 other hands and like a really pissed off face, which of course, don't I put the thing away and then realize that I didn't take pictures of what I bought in package. Here we go. There's the other face right there. So she's not looking overly happy. So that's a good thing to be able to swap out every once in a while. So yeah, so I got She-Hulk, and that's awesome. She's big, she's great. Got the pinless elbows on there for doing the joints. Looks fantastic. So then Carter and I, we hopped back in the car, off we went, hit EB Games. The store manager there is bizarre, so I did not record or take any pictures. I had to go there, one, to cancel my pre-order for this figure, which came in the next day. So yeah, if I wouldn't have seen her on the back shelf at Toys R Us, I still would have had her coming, but that was all right. So I had to go there to cancel. Walked around, didn't really see much of anything. I almost just, for the sake of bringing something home, I nearly picked up Shang-Chi. But I figured I already have the Build-A-Figure, thanks to Barry for basically all the parts, except for the 2. So I was like, no, I don't need extra Build-A-Figure parts because they just end up taking up a lot of space. But what I did find, much like, for those that weren't on the stream last night, much like finding the 2-pack right here, because somebody canceled their pre-order, they put it back on the shelf. Probably the only way I ever would have got this at retail was that. So this was a fantastic grab, but with that, I can't believe I've actually had some hunting luck. So, this one, I was kicking myself that I missed the pre-order and was like, no, there's just no way. And seeing the resale value of this, or what people are thinking it's worth, I was like, holy crap, you gotta be kidding me. I'm never gonna have it because I'm not gonna pay that kind of money. This guy was a return. Somebody just returned him. It went on the shelf and I brought him home for retail again. Holy crap. So we got the Obsidian Surfer, man. So I did not, and I do not keep my Legends packages, so it's gone. Same with her. But yeah, so he comes with an extra set of hands. He's got these bright purpley pink looking energy effects to go on like that. This is insane. I love this figure. I am super psyched to finally have him. I was super jealous when Shabby's got him. So yeah, that's my haul for the weekend. And then just today, I got these two. So you guys have seen him on my channel before because I did have him way back when the line first started. I found He-Man, Skeletor, Man-at-Arms, and the original Evelyn. And I passed on her because I wasn't sure if I was going to like these. And I didn't know anything about them. And then as soon as I got to the car and I opened up, Man-at-Arms was the first one. I was like, crap. Went back and she was gone. And never saw her since. But the thing I love is the fact he's actually got his mustache because the original one never did. And yeah, so I managed to find him on Amazon.com for almost a steal. And one I never was able to get was Tila. So I got the dad. So happy Father's Day and Tila. So that's fantastic. So I'm finding some of the older released ones to start going in my collection. So that was my week, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I do plan on actually trying to get away with recording an actual hunt. But give me a little bit because there's not a whole lot of stuff on my radar right now that I want to find. But I mean, honestly, this was something I never figured I'd ever have in my collection. This was something I never figured I'd have in my collection. She-Hulk for sure. Tila, I wasn't sure, or getting these guys back, but I was able to find them, and yeah, now it's time to find Beastman. But anyways, guys, smash that like button, please and thank you. I really appreciate it. It does help out the channel. The Wheel of Karen is coming in again on Sunday. Go look at my other social media. It will tell you what you need to do and what video it is this time around. Deeds, not words. That's all I'm going to say in this video. So anyways, guys, comment, share, like, subscribe, all that usual YouTube mumbo jumbo. Thanks again for hanging out with me. We'll see you again next time. Later, eh?